years old. Parents decided that it was a good idea for me and my 5 other brothers to come to the U.S. basically to get an education and to hopefully a better future. When my parents told me we were coming to the U.S., I was actually really excited because I was growing up in Mexico, especially in a town where there's a lot of immigrant families. You always grow up feeling like the U.S. is the promised land where everyone comes and makes something out of themselves, and it's just like a great place to come to. So I was really excited when my parents told me we were moving. The way I came into the U.S., me and my family actually drove to the U.S. through El Paso, Texas, and I remember it was late at night, so you had to have like all your immigration papers and everything ready, like your green card and your passports and everything. So an officer would just look at everything and check that everything was in order and let you in. So that was like the way I came into the U.S. Yeah, I think I have faced discrimination, especially like at first coming to the U.S., like moving to a small town where 99% of the population is white. I think it was definitely a culture shock when I first came to the U.S. and I was in school and all the kids would look at you differently, and there was actually like segregation. Like I would only hang out with a small group of Mexican kids, and like all the white kids would be in a different group and everything. So it was, I mean, and they obviously made fun of us sometimes, so I think I have faced discrimination sometimes. The first cultural difference was definitely the food that I noticed. Like first coming into the U.S., like all the food it's a totally different experience because there aren't as many spices or anything, so like the food tasting and everything is totally different. It's a lot more plain food and everything. So I thought the food was kind of boring, to tell you the truth. Now that I'm here in the U.S. now, I don't think I would ever go back to Mexico. I would go back to visit, but not to live in Mexico, to stay down there, to actually live. I'm a lot more used to the U.S. culture now, especially because I've been here for half of my life. So I think the U.S. would be a better place to live than Mexico. My favorite part about living in America versus Mexico is definitely the freedom and the idea that you can pretty much become anything you want if you put your mind to it.